Oh my greatness, it's your boy Chris Brown. How you doing? How you doing?
Haha, what's up, homie?
It's all good. Pop, how you?
I'm great, man.
That's definitely good to hear. Definitely good to hear. It's good to see you. Walking the Light, Father, Light, Son podcast, home of the G's, and real G's moving silence like lasagna. That's what they said. I'm Chris Brown. This my pop, Big Papa. How you doing, Dad?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
It's very
I'm
good to
great.
hear.
Before we start everything off, I want to give a shout out to Katie. I appreciate the commentary. I accept it. I respect it.
Absolutely.
And I want to say peace to the planet.
Peace to the planet. Word, I agree. Word up. Well, you know how this go. You know what I'm saying? Same old, same old. CBD, 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 CBD. You know how it goes. Legal in my state, but this our little podcast. So be about pop, be shooting our best. And before we even get started, you know how we like to do. Pop, man, I love you from the bottom of my heart, man. I'm really proud of both of us for getting this thing, going on, man. This is ours, so proud of you, Pop.
Well, thank you. I'm proud of you too, son.
Yeah.
Well, look, check this out. Let's start this off. Well, I want you to say your little thing because I want to say, this is for educational purposes only.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and
If you
get your
mad,
little thing.
go ahead.
So the fact I seen a little skit today that the 75th precinct in New York City seized. They call it one of the biggest busts ever. They supposedly seized 106 pounds of marijuana.
Damn.
Yeah,
106,
but
huh?
yeah, 106. But here's the funny thing: the state of New York, weed is legal now.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, and number two, it wasn't even weed with THC in it. It was that CBD.
Okay.
So you got two cops standing around looking around the drugs like they done caught Al Capone or something.
Right.
Come to find out
Right.
the big in the city.
Mm.
It was the manifest and everything on the paperwork. It was going to a CBD shop, B,
Gee.
a legal CBD shop, B.
So nobody got busted?
Yeah, they did, but once they found out what was going on, everybody got let loose. They had to
Yeah.
release the CBD.
Yeah, I want my weed back. I need my CBD back. I need that.
Idiots. They standing there looking like idiots. The same two.
Yeah?
You
Yeah.
idiot.
Well, the thing that sucks about, you know, cannabis and cannabinoid related items is that it smells so bad. And so it reeks so much. But what's actually the problem here? You know what I'm saying? I know that there's drugs out here that's killing people on demand. I know friends who died from this stuff. Drugs that are getting forced out like from somebody's basement, just disgusting things. And you want to run up on somebody, throw them in jail because they got a little CBD going on. Where do we what's the problem anymore? What's the problem anymore? I don't agree with nobody shipping containers full from across the country and like illegally doing anything. But what's the problem with some reefer now? What are we doing anymore? What are we doing? And
We're
when is free gonna be free? If it's legal in New York, why are you bothering me?
You're not gonna never be free. We live in the United States,
Yep.
and the way it's designed is they use trick words and that actually in certain systems it means totally different things. But again, when you're born, they force you to have a birth certificate. They force your parents to. So you're already born into it. It's the design. This once the design is broken, that's the only way real change is gonna happen. And that design is deep. It's in Hollywood, it's in the music industry, it's in the schools, it's in the child support system, it's in social services, it's in the court system, it's in the hospitals. Oh my God, it's everything. It's in the DMV. It's it's everything.
Right.
It's in everything.
Hold on.
And if you're a citizen of the United States, then it's hard for you to prove to anyone that you're a sovereign citizen, but they don't care about you either as a sovereign citizen. If you're not part of the Amish community, they don't care about that. They don't want to hear that. We still
Sovereignty.
like it back.
Yeah, they like sovereignty. You think I give a damn about sovereignty? Which is apparently a different thing than freedom. They know. But those are those words you were talking about, like where they say the same thing two times over, but it means two separate things. It's supposed to mean the same thing, but nah, there's
Yeah,
totally a difference between having freedom and having sovereignty from the American government. Totally.
yeah. It's a whole different ball game.
I think freedom is more abstract. I think freedom, there's no real true definitions of it. If you got
Well,
sovereignty, there's certain things that you're allowed to get away with. The rules are black and white. If you
nah,
if you
freedom.
impinge on my sovereignty, that's worser because it's laid out and you impeaching on my rights, which is just my right to be a woman today. You know what I'm saying? Like it's abstract. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's the way they do it. That's how they use it. You got a social security card, you got a birth certificate, you got a voter's registration card. You belong to us.
Young, young.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You belong to us. It's it's weird, man. It's weird. But freedom is the rules that God gave us. God put everything here for mankind. He put food here. He put minerals here. He put vegetables here. He put water here. He gave us everything we need, but some kind of way, because we all in the United States have a birth certificate, which is a bond on your life before you even know who you are.
Right.
You 24 hours old, but you are a bond of whatever state you was born in. And they keep those records tight. You could get to be 99. You could find your original birth certificate. That ain't going nowhere. They're not going to lose that.
No, nah, they gonna know where it is. If anybody got it, I could be
Yeah,
adopted 10 times, house burnt up 30 times. The government got that paperwork. They know who I am. They
they
know.
got that. And they got that bond on you. They got that money on you.
Yeah. Yeah. that insurance policy in your head
Bond was already traded off for whatever they wanted from you.
from whatever entity, government, whatever. If you
What?
could promise another government, hey, listen, man, we're gonna have this many people projected in 20 years for your workforce labor, or whatever the case is, that's an investment. You have to, you know what I'm saying? That's something you could gamble on if you feel what I'm saying. Like that's something I can loan that, or I can get that as a loan in the bank if I'm able to tell the bank in my country there's going to be an uptick of another million people in the next 10 years.
Yep.
That alone is collateral for the government.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? That's
I
crazy.
do. I
That's
do.
crazy.
It's awful.
Another million
It is.
people, we estimate we're gonna have another, I don't know, $70 billion on the market. So I'm gonna go ahead and
Yep.
borrow against that because I know these people having babies, then the money gonna come and
Yep.
not slave, but in work, in labor. In labor, it's gonna pay for itself in the long run. In labor.
Yep. Because again, you're going to get a birth certificate. You're going to get a social security card. All that social security card says is you have the right to work for us. That's why taxes is automatic. That's why you can't get around it. That social security card, that number, you signed a contract or your parents. Somebody did, but you have that. All it means is you have the right to work for us. Simple and plain. Simple and
Right
plain.
to work.
It's so serious with certain numbers and certain words. Look at it when you got an LLC. That's numbers. Then they want you to have the what you said, the EIN.
EIN, electronic um uh identification number.
You know what
Yeah.
that is?
It's a
You
birth
know what that is?
certificate. I mean, it's a social security number for your business.
Yep, it's a social security card to your business.
Yeah.
Numbers and words is how they got us all. And nobody says, everybody knows it, but nobody says nothing about it.
Then they put my business out in
That's
the
what
government.
so what was so disturbing to me is that everybody knows it, but nobody says nothing.
Right.
Nobody says nothing. They want us to care about who's running for president.
Now
They
they
don't want
want
to.
us to see that the idiot Blueface baby mama got a tattoo of the boy on her face.
Yeah, yeah. What do I care about any of that for? I don't care about that.
People fell off a boat. I would never lose any sleep. Never ever. Never ever.
Nope.
It'd be a situation like, oh, I do. I think I do remember them people falling off a boat, something like that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, whatever. It'd be forgotten in no time. What the hell is this? Got some things in my room. Not exactly sure what that is. Something plugged into the wall. But it's all good.
To the wall.
Yeah, now that I see it, it's like plugged into the wall, but I don't know what it's hardwired into the building. I don't know what it is, but it's in the bottom plug of one of these plugs, and you can
Okay.
see a cord like plugged into the. It's hardwired. I don't know what it is though. It might be some I don't know. Some transposer, a transformer. I don't know. If I told you anything, I'd be lying to you, Pop. Certainly don't want to do that. For real. But
Sure.
nah, I got a couple things written down. I did my little research, and first of all, I know you seen the screen. you schooled me to this because for some reason it seemed to be on the hush hush, or maybe I haven't been on my news lately. But there's a young lady out there. The title of this episode is, I think it was, "Come assault me for $83 million, Trump." Um, Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Come on, it ain't got to be the sexual assault. I don't want any of that, but come over and
Yeah.
come try me for 83 mil. You know what I'm saying? So anybody, if you got it, come on. It's all good. It's all good because somebody already. This woman named E. Jean Carroll, who was a columnist back in the early days, claimed that she had been groped, sexually assaulted by Donald Trump in the earlier days. I believe this is in the 80s. So not too long ago, she won a $5 million settlement. And my pop gave me the suggestion of looking up what's been going on with that lately. And apparently, do you want to holler? You want to expound on this, pop?
Nah,
Hello.
not at all. Go and do your thing.
Well, E. Jean, she had just won $5 million for because Trump just denied her claims. Because of that, she claimed defamation. And she got $5 million in court. I mean, in a settlement, right? Cool, get your five. It's all good, right? Just the other day, this has been about 5 days now. E. Jean Carroll walked away with an $83.3 million decision, not a settlement. Jury claimed this is going to happen. Donald Trump was so pissed off he walked out in the middle of the trial. Just walked out, claimed it was absolutely ridiculous. Didn't give a damn. $83 million. Now I love this quote. Let me get this quote correctly because this is pretty funny. Um, the woman says her name is E. Jean Carroll. Says that this is a huge defeat for every bully who's tried to keep a woman down. Damn. $83 million. That helps every woman has ever been bullied. And that her getting $83 million is a good sign for every woman who's ever been bullied by somebody. What are we saying anymore, Pop? What are we saying anymore? This it's crazy to me. Defamation. I get if they made it seem like she lost, 85, $90 million because Trump said something about her. But it's not like she lost all of that money. Why do you deserve all of that money? People call me names for free. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm not saying that he deserved it. I don't know what all of that was about. I really don't. But that's a weird number. I don't know how they come up with the number, but
That's
from
a
what I see,
substantial number.
huh?
That's a pretty substantial number.
Yeah, from what I've seen, that number is what it is, though.
Mm. Uh, so the lady's about to collect damn near $100 million. It ain't even been a full year. She didn't collect $100 million for an alleged assault that happened 30 years ago. Man, I've got my ass beat for free, Pop. I wish somebody was worth some money so I could get me a settlement check. You feel me? Come on.
Man,
It's cost me money to get my ass beat before. Had to go to the hospital.
that's what I'm telling you, man. Man, shit. I wish I could sue.
Huh?
I said I wish I could sue. I'd have been rich in '85.
You know, yo, I'd be out here playing professional victim like the rest of these cats, man.
I'd have
Play
been
tough, and as soon as somebody swing on me, ah. fall right out. I can't do it. I can't do
I would have been rich in '85. I'm telling you, son.
it.
Before you was born, I would have been rich. Yeah. That's the
Word.
God.
They think. I mean, listen. I think that people should be held accountable for their actions, and I believe that court holds a purpose. I think people should be sued. You know what I'm saying? For when you're at fault for something. But I just need to know, like, when it comes to civil court, because in criminal court we got precedents. We got people who have been punished before for similar crimes. But when you have crimes like this, it's not fair when you decide if that woman put those allegations up on me. If she tried to sue me, let's just say she won. What do you think? Like, let's say I had to pay her $1 million. I'd be working the rest of my life to pay this woman back. How is it fair to charge another man because he has more money, $83 million? And I'm going to use her quote again. This is a huge win. This is a huge defeat for every bully who's tried to keep a woman down. Is she saying that this also, the money she receiving also like is a huge defeat for women on women bullies? Because I've seen that a lot in high school. A lot, definitely more in my lifetime than I've seen men bullying women. I've seen girls be
I,
really mean to other girls, and they the
I,
worst.
I don't know. That's something we would have to bring her on and ask her about. Cause
Well, she, I
I
mean,
really,
I would be honored. You said what, Pop?
I said that's something that we have to bring her on and ask her. Cause I mean, I really don't know. I can't
They-
say why. All I can say is, if it was that easy, I should have done that back in 1985.
Mm,
That's all.
mm.
I had legitimate cases. Not saying hers is not. That's not what I'm saying. But I had some sure enough bad experiences. And that's
So
all I'm saying.
litigation, straight up litigation. Mm, mm, mm. That it's pretty damn crazy, but it's all good because it's all hood. So everybody out here trying to get a lick, man. At the end of the day, I guess I can't be mad, but I don't like people getting their money by ill means. If it happened, it happened. I mean, criminal cases need to be where they are, but not. This isn't for the act of the assault. This is for the defamation, and that's where we start kind of getting a little bit. There's no precedent. There's no control whatsoever. What the courts can say you owe somebody inside of a court of law. There's no number because they had. I think it was Alex Jones with something crazy with like some billies. He'll never be able to pay it. He's gonna die in debt to these people. And I thought to myself though, like, okay, he did something that was wrong, and it might have been immoral, but where is this number coming from? What are these billions?
I don't know.
Because
I mean, if you're
huh?
gonna ask that, I said if you're gonna ask that, then you can ask where the child support numbers come from.
It's a
Now
good point.
I want it is. Now I'm not accusing anybody. I'm not blaming anybody. This is just a scenario. But imagine if Trump did have an outside kid. How much would that woman be asking for child support? You understand
Millions
what I'm
a
saying?
month. Yeah,
Where
yeah,
where
something crazy.
where do the numbers start and where do they stop? Why is it the more you got, the more people can get? Why isn't there a standard across the line? I'll give you an example, another example. Now here, this is real talk, B. Bill Cosby didn't have to kick out no 83 mil.
No. And he pled out. He actually admitted to it.
This is real talk. How does this work? Where did these numbers come from? Who makes these numbers?
I wish I knew. I wish I knew.
If
I
he
wish I
was a
knew.
factory worker, you know what? If he was a factory worker, they'd get more out of him by sending him to jail.
Mhm.
Because then he'd be a part of that system. They could get $10,000 to $20,000 a year off of housing him. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right though. I mean, because that's gonna be better if it's me, and this is just the truth. If I've got
Yeah,
myself in a situation where I got child support and I owe some type of settlement check that the government ordained, you know what I'm saying? I ain't do nothing wrong, or I claim I didn't, but I got sued, and so now I got child support and I got liability charges, obligations. I'm going to play dead and just act like I can't get no job. I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's successfully taking a man out of society. That is not
yes.
okay. That's,
That is the
that's
design.
absolutely disabling a man.
That's the design. That is the design. How dare you depend on anybody? We rule this world. You are our property. You're going to do what we tell you to do.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's what it boils down. That is the truth. That is the truth. It doesn't matter if you get shot in your back. You know why? Because you're their property.
State property.
That is the truth.
Oh,
When are we all going to think about this and realize the truth for what it is?
yeah.
I told you, B, I'm not afraid no more. I'm not afraid of them. I'm not. You're going to have to do what you have to do because I'm going to do what I have to do. And I'm
That's
not
it.
threatening anybody. I'm not, I have no ill will at all. All I want to do is be left alone as my own man. That's it. That's it. I don't want no beef with nobody. I don't want no problems. Leave me alone.
Why do you think that? And this might even appear to be controversial, but I am capable of thinking critically. You know what I'm saying? I'm noticing that I feel like my rights are being pushed against in certain circumstances. In order to accept a certain way of life, I may not necessarily agree with, or I don't want to be a part of. In some ways, in some ways, it's almost like I could understand how some white people would feel if you wasn't if you just I don't want nothing to do with black folks. I ain't got no problem with them, but I don't want them in our neighborhood. I just don't want to be involved with it. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm 60. Dude, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? And they felt like their rights were being pushed upon. Their rights were being stripped away in order to accept other people. The same thing is currently happening. Now, we're living in a world now where it's not even about race anymore. We just can't say what we want to say. So it's worse than it was then. And I'm thinking
Not
now, like, go ahead.
not for me because again, I'm not gonna bother nobody. So if I feel you're bothering me, I'm not gonna violate your space, nor mine. I'm just not gonna tolerate whatever it is you're trying to push to me. Because I don't have nothing to push to you. I just want to be left alone. So there should be nothing that you have to try to push to me
Okay.
because I don't even acknowledge you, no matter what the situation is.
So I'm gonna try to switch it as far as like relating it to civil liberties, like liberties that we should enjoy within the borders of our own country. There are people who visited the insurrection on January 6th, right? There were people who visited it. They did not get into no criminal activity. They did not jump a wall. They did not breach the fence. They were outside with signs. Some of these people were dentists. I don't know these people personally. I just saw them reported on the news. Some of them people lost their job and their way of living because they were outside supporting something that is actually their right. So what's the problem? Like how thin is the line? I can't even be outside. You know what I mean? I ain't telling them guys to go jump the fence. I'm not with that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got me on camera doing none of that. But they did catch me on camera with my sign outside, and now they want to fire me. I ain't with that. It's a thin line. We're getting really
There
we're
is
getting
no
to a
line.
very thin line.
No, there is no line. What you don't understand is, like I said, they as when you're born, you have a birth certificate. That is a bond. They can sell that bond to whoever, whenever, however they want. You are their property. You are theirs. They can do what they want. There is no thin line. There is no freedom line. None of that exists. None of that exists. We are property.
That's it. Oh, almost
That
messed
is
up.
it. You can't cross that line. But they can tell you when you've crossed the line.
I'm back. Like,
Yeah, they can tell you when you've crossed the line.
see, that's not a sovereign. That's not sovereignty. That's where you
No,
start getting into your freedoms getting stripped because
that's the
if
thing
a
though.
man,
Again,
huh?
that's the thing again. They stripping you from that from birth. By making your parents sign a birth certificate. By making them get a social security card. Now you fall victim to their laws, their rules. That's how they get you.
But
You
it's at the
got
go ahead.
you got before you're born.
But it's even I feel like at a micro level, not even like the macro, not even let's take the government out of it. If 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 a school teacher is showing pictures on an adult site of herself, right? They'll fire her because she's violating policy. She's not breaking the law. That's her right. Why should she not still be an educator? She didn't put it to a public site. She ain't put it on Facebook. She ain't put it to a kid's site. She ain't put it on TikTok. If that's her
No,
prerogative, that's her prerogative. She doesn't. She only gets paid from this company. Like, who in the hell? Because I want to teach some kids. Tell me I'm attached to your brand. That's simply by me signing my name on the paper. Well, if that's the case, that's not freedom at all. Your freedom is sold. Your rights are sold for money, and I'm good on that. Honestly, that's why I'm a contractor.
that's the thing. There is no freedom in the United States of America. That's what they got. That's what they have you sing. Keep you brainwashed. The national anthem and all, but there is no freedom. Don't pay your tax. See what happens. You can
Whew.
own your house. Don't pay your tax on it. See what happens. You have the right with that social security number to work for them. Look it up. America. Be smart. Look it up.
Yeah,
That's all that social security number is.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
permission slip. That's
That's
it. It's a permission slip.
but it's
You
also
we
that tracking device too. It's a tracking device where I know
we
where you made your money and how you
yep,
made your money. I know.
yep.
You can't hide from me, mister.
Or Mrs. or Ms. or however you want to pronounce it.
I
It's
had a
called
joke. Hell with it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Pop man, I think I might be part of the ABC community, the alphabet community they call it. You know, and I'm gonna explain myself. It's because you know I'm a G, and real G moves in silence. I'm always smoking L's. You know I rock my CBD. I'm from the NYC. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start taking things back that belong to everybody. The alphabet belongs to everybody, like red flags and rainbows belong to everybody. The red flags do not belong to the Bloods, y'all. These are handkerchiefs that people use to wipe their head. If I'm walking around with it in my pocket, I ain't never been associated with a gang in my life. Believe it for 1 second. If I got a red flag, it's just a handkerchief, blow my nose, whatever the case is. But because society is what it is, if I walk down the street with that, I might have problems with the police and or the gang affiliated with it, or the gang that's the ops of those people. So I don't want no trouble. And if I wear a rainbow shirt, just a regular rainbow t-shirt, just a regular rainbow t-shirt that belongs to everybody. Somebody might question my sexuality. I'm like, wait a minute. What the hell is wrong with the rainbow? That's one of God's natural gifts to us. If you ever seen a natural rainbow, I've seen a full one from side to side. It's one of the most beautiful sights in the world. Why does that belong to a group of people and not everybody? So that's all I'm going to. I'm off my high horse, Pop. You there?
yeah, of course I am, man. I hear you.
They call it the alphabet community. Who the hell does that belong to? Doesn't the alphabet belong to anybody who speaks any language? Dang. But it's all good though. It's all
well,
good.
that's back to what I said earlier, B. I'm not out to hurt nobody. I'm not bothering nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna try my best to keep my opinions and feelings, you know, confidential. But I don't need foolishness from other people either.
Yeah.
Keep your foolishness away from me, because I'm gonna keep my foolishness away from you. I promise you that. On my end, I promise you, I'm gonna keep my foolishness away from you. And all I ask is the same respect. If you feel you got the right to do that, you do. But I have the right to my respect, and just as long as you respect it, I don't have a problem with whoever you are. I don't care about no alphabet letters. Hell, when I was a kid, I used to like that alphabet damn cereal.
Yeah.
So
By post. Good cereal. Good cereal.
I'm a grown man now.
That's what I'm saying too. I ain't got no offense to nobody, but the alphabet group belongs to everybody. And so does red flags. And so does rainbows. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna wear a rainbow because I know the association that comes with it. I'm not gonna do it. It's unfortunate. But I got the, I just I've ridden through a rainbow in Asheville one time. It was
Yeah,
awesome. Rode through a rainbow on the mountainside. But
man, beautiful.
beautiful. Mount Si, gorgeous, Smoky Mountains, Smoky
Yeah,
Mountain. But you know,
yeah.
I got this one headline I want to talk to you about, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. So apparently, syphilis, all right, is the highest right now level that it's been since the 1950s. And between 2018 and 2022, 200 over 207,000 cases, right? 207,000 cases has happened or whatever the case is between 2018 and 2022, which is an 80% increase, right? 3,755 newborns born in 2000 also had cases, and that's a 937 percent increase. It didn't say from when. It said 2022. That I don't know if that came from 2018 also, but it said it was a 937% increase. So
God,
yeah, yeah, that's
my,
that's well, that is scary. Oh man, listen, but what?
God Almighty.
Now I'm asking you, what's the chances of now holler at me? This your boy
Oh,
getting advice from you.
highly. They
What's
high,
the chance? Huh?
they highly.
They what?
They are high. Chances are high.
Yeah.
Mother, a person walk by you and breathe on your neck.
Yeah.
Fire!
The wrong tongue kiss with a girl to have you sick in the hospital, bedridden.
Mouth, you look, your mouth full of sores.
Oh, Jesus. Oh no.
What do you mean?
Oh,
You don't know this? This
I
is real
knew it,
talk.
but it's
Yep, you don't want to hear it. Nobody
it's
wants to hear it.
enough.
Nobody
It's
wants to hear it. It happens. It's real. It's real.
yeah. It's the
Nobody wants
numbers.
to hear
The
it. And you know what? At that point, you're just the luck of the draw.
yeah. Yeah. Word up.
You might like kissing them out. You through. Something simple. Give a kiss goodnight. You ruined.
Mouth sores.
But everybody want to talk
Yo,
ridiculous.
it is. Damn. What is that? Oh man. Soon as I feel like I got the draw lift in the corner, I go get the Vicks. I go get the Blistex. I can't have all that by my mouth now. That's crazy. I don't even want no misidentification of no mouth bumps. Word up.
I go get vitamin E gel caps. I get
Yeah.
aloe vera. I get cocoa butter. All.
I'd rather walk around with a scar on my lip than to be walking around with something like that. Just go on, just stitch it, whatever. That's got to go. Laser surgery, butter knife, it's all whatever works. It's got to go. Oh man, mouse. Anyway, y'all protect yourselves because it's dangerous out there. They giving out the hot peppers and the hot cookies. So let me tell y'all something. Y'all better stay clean, and it's safe to just stay safe outside. Like it's and they say a lot of these symptoms ain't got a lot of these things ain't got no symptoms, so people don't know. You know, before the drug the STDs was it'll leave a telltale sign. You might allegedly, thankfully the Lord has blessed me, but I hear about people catching the drips or catching burns or catching itches. All right, it's sometimes back in the day it used to give you a sign something ain't right. Now it's sitting up in your system, chilling, chilling,
Look, they
killing your cells.
look. The girls call it discharge.
Yeah, yeah, you might have a little loose discharge. You gotta go see somebody about a penicillin shot. Yeah. Nah, it ain't no penicillin shot no more. It's a medication regimen for the rest of your life. And that's maybe if you, ooh, that's just maybe. Some of them worse than AIDS out here, man. I am, listen, I think, listen, I'm not wishing nothing on myself, but if I had to, with the way technology is now and the way medicine is, I think I'd rather be afflicted with AIDS than something that was going to alter the shape or the look of my penis.
Well, you know what, BJ? You know what? I got my baby. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't looking for nothing. Ain't nobody coming over here messing with me. But what about the children that are made, the children that are born because the mom didn't care and the dad didn't care? Okay, you get AIDS or something, you're gonna die. Okay, all right. But what about the children that's born and they're not gonna have no guidance from any direction?
Or they may be born with AIDS.
Well, I mean, they're still not gonna have no direction. Cause mom don't have no direction, dad don't have no direction. It's
Yeah.
sad. It's sad. It is. I don't know which one is worse. Giving somebody a death sentence to a venereal disease, or not having a disease and bringing this a child into this world. I don't. I, I don't
That's the
know
same
which
thing
one.
I thought. That's the
I
same
don't
thing I
know.
thought.
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't understand how I could possibly bring kids into this world knowing what they up against and knowing that it's only gonna get worse. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's fair. For me personally, I think that if you want to have kids, it's beautiful. And
yeah.
in my own selfish way, I want me a son. I want me a son, and I would finish. I would stop. If I made a son the first time, I would stop. But for real, I would. I mean, I maybe because I haven't been in other parts of the world yet, so I might just run into that little Chinese woman, that big tall Brazilian woman, or that
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, that big thick African lady where I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be my honor. It'd be my honor. And I'd send you some, we good. We good. I'm gonna take care of my kid. But yeah, I got me a Brazilian kid, Pop. Yeah. Her name's Sacha. She's got long hair. Yeah,
she's
that's
gonna be.
it.
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. And I'm gonna
It
go see
takes a.
her in her land. Cause I'm gonna keep her away from the American culture. The
Yep,
American culture itself is just is
it's
if
trash.
you're not strong yourself and your kids aren't strong, and even the environment they're around, man, you could wind up raising a mediocre kid. I think that might just be the worst thing here now. It's just being mediocre, man. Just like not living up to your potential because there's some distraction in your face, or not being who you are because you ain't comfortable with yourself, whatever the case is. But it's there's no real competition anymore, Pop. We all look to a few figureheads and we look at them as our heroes, but nobody's competing no more. Nobody wants to win anymore. Everybody just want to lay over and give it to them. And I think it's piss poor. I don't understand nothing else but earning my own share. That's the only thing I understand. I don't even like gifts from people on the real. Like I really don't, cause then I feel like I owe people something. I really don't
Yep.
even like gifts. Of course, from family and friends, like whatever. But I still don't like random people be giving me gifts. Like I don't, it's not my thing.
Yeah.
But you know, long story short, y'all make sure you keep your Jimmy hats. They give them out for free, damn near, man. Go get you and look, man. I usually don't give out too many endorsements. Nobody's paying us to do this, so. But Trojan Gold condoms, the Magnums, are the only condoms on the planet. If you're getting some type of oral stimulation from a nice female, then go ahead and get the bear scans. It's a little less sketchy. This coming from a single man, by the way, so it's a little less sketchy and you can feel a little bit more stuff, right? But like at the, you still gotta have your shield. But if you messing around, you know what I'm saying, the regular way, you need to go ahead and get yourself a Magnum because they it's the strongest stuff on the market. So just a word of advice: if you're going out there getting you some Rough Riders or some Durexes, you're gonna piss the bed. I told you so. So that's all I got to see, for real.
Yeah.
You're gonna piss the bed, and you're gonna wind up being one of them people got that syphilis. But that's another point. Anyway, I want to promote another little quick thing too. Wicked Weed, Dr. Dank, Mango Wowie, Hazy IPA. It's a good one, Pop. It's a good one.
Good beer.
It's a good beer. It's a good beer. Can't even lie. I got a
Hmm.
variety pack today, so
I heard that.
people grown, people grown, people
Look,
grown
we right
outside.
at 50. So you
Huh?
got your list for me? I said we right
Yeah,
at 52 minutes. You got your list?
I do. Let me see what if I
All
got
right.
anything. Let me talk
Go
about.
ahead.
Hold on.
Go on.
You want to go ahead and
Take
get
your
the list out the way?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
All right.
mean, we got 8 minutes. We can finish it
Okay.
up.
All right. All right. So, before we get to that part, can I make a raise one quick point?
Mm-hmm.
You told me something back in the day about slamming the door shut. And that, like, and this can happen with friendships, relationships, work, whatever the case is. If you close a door, you got to make sure it slams shut, or there will be room for people to creep inside because it's going to happen. It's inevitable.
Yeah.
Man, I came up with a quote off of that. I got that from you, Pop, but I wanted to say this: a cracked door can lead to an invasion of the soul. There's people who see your light and they will be attracted to it. You
Yep.
must stand guard of that. You must stand guard of that and protect your relationships, protect yourself because your soul is the only one you got. And people will try to access it. So I just want to put that out there. I learned that from you, Pop, and I appreciate you giving me that lesson. I don't really want to expound on it too much, but like I just that needs to be said. A cracked door can lead to an invasion of the soul. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So anyway, we like to go ahead and get this little thing going on every week. Where I like to do a little quick fire action thing with my pop, and we like to talk our mess, and it's a little homework project for me, so I can always learn a little bit more about my pop. So you ready, pop? Same as last
Yep.
week. You ready? Facebook.
Facebook. Uh, it's good and bad.
Okay. Okay. Cast iron.
It's good for cooking.
snub nose.
It's good for 38s and 32s and 350.
Word. Keep the dudes in my boot in my Puma boots. So um champion.
That's what we are.
Mhm, mhm.
But put an S on it.
Guitar.
You play good.
I appreciate it, boss. I got something to show you too. Don't let me forget you. I'm gonna show it online. Cable TV.
Fraud.
Huh?
A fraud now.
Q-tips.
Q-tips,
Mhm.
they're actually bad for us.
Yeah. Yeah, they did say that.
Yeah.
Allegation.
Huh?
Allegation.
Rumors.
Yeah. Crocodile.
Prehistoric. Dinosaur.
Okay. All right, just a few more. Tax refund.
You never get what you put in.
Word. Word. Tums. Like acid.
Cancer.
Really? Damn. Hardback book.
The best out of books.
Okay.
Hardbacks is better than paper.
And buried money.
It needs to be found.
Okay. This is. Let me give a bit of a background on this. I mean, you bury or like somebody personally burying their own money.
I want my peoples to find it.
Okay. Always needs to be found. Yeah. Okay.
I want my people to see the clues, and this is something that he would do. Let me check this for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Damn, pops, you all right?
You know what? You know what's crazy? I will go to put this out in the atmosphere. Like I got the feeling, if I was to actually go out and make a treasure chest after I die, and say, look, there's gonna be
Yeah,
some things in here you're gonna want to see. Send it to everybody that I know, not just family, everybody that I know.
yeah,
And I said, whoever gets it gets it. The innovators, and it's usually not even gonna be an innovator. It's gonna be somebody who actually loves me, who actually wants to be close to me when I'm dead. When they find out what I actually put up, it's a scavenger hunt. The other people who weren't willing to put the work in are gonna be so upset when
yeah,
they actually because they were too lazy to do it. If somebody
yeah,
went on my scavenger hunt after I died and wound up hitting a huge lick, everybody who knew me would be upset. And I'd say, go to hell too. I'll meet you there. I'll warm it up for you. Straight
yeah.
up.
I'll put the blankets and fresh sheets on your bed. Be nice and cozy when you get here.
Be real warm by the time I'll warm it up nice for you by the time you get here. See you, punk.
So
I mean, think about if you put a scavenger hunt and you put in the closest people you know, how many people are actually gonna put the effort to it? Especially if you had to travel the country or something. You had to actually get off your ass. It wasn't in the city. You had to get
yeah,
off your ass. How many people gonna do it? And those people are gonna lose out. Sorry. I'm so
yep.
sorry. The first person who gets it. And that's all I got to say about that. It
Yeah,
could be a
and they
coworker, whatever. I don't care. They gave it to a coworker. You was supposed to do it.
it could be a
You see,
pop.
you was supposed to do it.
ranger.
Huh?
It could be a park ranger. He taking up the trash. He find it.
It's
Good for
his.
him.
It's his.
Good for him.
Yeah. It'd be kind of badass to leave your whole inheritance if you just put out a couple of glass bottles and a note and just throw them out there. And if somebody found one, whoever turned one in gets part of the steak. That'd be pretty cool. Hey, it'd be part of the steak. That's what I'd do if I was worth billies. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, all right, well, I mean, I'm gonna break my family off, make sure they're healthy. I'm not gonna spoil anybody, but everybody gonna be healthy. And then what else am I gonna do with 50? You know, like I done gave my family what they need. I have $57 billion. Okay, let me help some
Damn.
people.
See, you know what? I'd be willing to go to prison for that.
57 Billy? What you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Just what I said. Get that? Yeah. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
look, if the family broke off, the family got theirs, and there's still 57 billion left on the table. And I said, I'm gonna give it to the folks. I'm just gonna give it to the folks. The folks made me
I,
rich. Anybody who ever bought one of my Microsoft computers, I'm gonna give them their money back. That's pretty damn cool. That's high.
I wouldn't care. I would not care. Because y'all got it. I would not care one lick at all. Y'all got it. I'll do it.
Yeah, yeah,
Happily. Happily do it.
that'll be fly.
All right, B.
57
Gotta go.
bills.
Oh, an hour in.
All
Hit me
right,
up on
Pop.
my
Another good episode.
cellular.
Huh?
I said, hit me up on my cellular device.
Okay. All right. Another good episode. All right, man. Y'all take care. Peace.
Get-
Peace. 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 Peace.
I love you,
Word.
son.
Love you too, Pop.
All right. One.
Peace.